Narcissistic women have a self-centered perspective and may cause emotional distress to those around them. They display toxic qualities, are often dramatic, and demand attention. Under these circumstances, Sigma men tend to erect an emotional barrier to keep them at bay and remain in control. In this video, we discuss 8 strategies that Sigma men use when dealing with narcissistic women. Number 1. They don't argue. Sigma men avoid getting into arguments with a narcissistic woman because this personality type thrives on conflict and always needs to be the center of attention. It is futile to challenge such a woman, as Sigma men know that at the slightest disagreement they will create drama and gain the pity of others. Sigma men attach great importance to balance in their relationships and will not tolerate anyone who can upset it. A Sigma will always find a way to avoid confrontation with such an egocentric individual. Narcissistic women can be skilled at manipulating people and can make the Sigma man appear to be at fault, but it is pointless to engage in such behavior. Sigma men do not care and know that conflict with such women is devaluing. Number 2. They know when to walk away. Sigma men understand the importance of setting boundaries. They highly value the people in their lives and form deep attachments, but they also have limits. They dislike narcissistic behavior and may attempt to tolerate it in women due to their understanding of the female psyche. They overlook certain behaviors of the woman, refrain from questioning them, and attempt to comprehend them. However, if this conduct persists, there comes a point at which they no longer wish to tolerate it and end the relationship abruptly despite lingering emotions. Their egotism becomes intolerable. A Sigma man would prefer ending a harmful association with a narcissistic woman, as opposed to enduring her emotional manipulation and blackmail. Such conduct enhances his worth. Number 3. They appear content without them. As referenced in point 2, Sigma can effortlessly eliminate a self-centered woman from their lives. One method for Sigma men to infuriate them is to demonstrate how delighted they are without them. Narcissistic individuals constantly seek praise from others, convinced that it's essential. When you remove them from your life and demonstrate your happiness and success without them, it shatters their egos. Such individuals humiliate you to make you feel worthless. But when Sigma men refuse to reciprocate, narcissistic people reach a dead end. Proving that you don't require them makes you the winner. Number 4. They try to understand them instead of getting into a fight. Since egocentric women desire to be the focus of attention, they regularly pick a subject to argue and use derogatory language, causing others to become unable to tolerate it and to respond immediately. Nevertheless, such conceited women consistently view themselves as correct, and one can never win an argument against them since they are unwilling to admit defeat and never compromise their own egos, even when in error, as they never acknowledge their mistakes. However, a Sigma male won't react to any bullet that a narcissistic woman shoots at him. Instead, he will respond to it. In this manner, Sigma males don't stroke the ego of narcissistic women who end up humiliating themselves. Sigma males value themselves and everyone around them. They can effortlessly abstain from anyone who tries to disrupt peace. You cannot manipulate a Sigma male because he won't play games with you. Number 5. They never believe what they say. Self-centered women frequently make commitments they cannot fulfill. They do this habitually to provide reassurance to the other person, making them reliant on them. It's of little significance to them how the other person feels if they fail to keep their word. When engaging with such women, Sigma men never trust their word. They demand immediate action. This conduct is a nightmare for self-absorbed females since they do not consider others besides themselves. Sigmas realize that narcissistic females only act if it benefits them, so they put them in a tricky spot yet again. Sigma males do not easily trust even average people, and this becomes even more challenging if the other person is egocentric. The Sigma's behavior ultimately disappoints the narcissistic woman and she stops attempting to control him. Number 6. They ignore what narcissistic women want. Sigma men understand that withholding attention is a powerful weapon against them. By withholding attention, Sigma men can take control of situations and avoid the negative impact of narcissistic behavior. Narcissists desire attention like a drug and will resort to anything to obtain it. Once we have explained this, the narcissist's refusal to grant their desired attention drives them into a state of anger and frustration. Sigma males are aware that narcissists always crave attention and use this knowledge to their advantage. By ignoring them, Sigma men can bring narcissists to their knees and make them dependent on them. Narcissistic women try desperately to redirect the focus back to themselves, but Sigmas know better and never give them what they want, ultimately causing frustration for the narcissistic individual. Number 7, they are honest in their approach. Sigma males understand that criticism can be a powerful tool when used correctly. They know that narcissists have incredibly fragile personalities and can react poorly to any criticism or negative feedback. When it comes to criticizing a narcissist, Sigmas do not hesitate to express their views and explain to those around them how much damage a narcissist can cause. However, Sigma men understand that criticism can be a powerful tool when used correctly. The criticisms of the behaviors of the narcissistic women are fair and constructive. Initially, these women may perceive the criticisms as attacks and not compromise, but they may secretly question themselves and try to improve their actions. Number 8, they establish and uphold distinct limits. Sigma males establish boundaries between themselves and narcissistic females in their lives. Sigma males avoid playing into the hands of narcissistic females because if they detect a weakness, they will constantly try to exploit it to devalue the Sigma males. Sigma males never allow such females to get too close because they know their true intentions. They do not form false friendships and physically avoid narcissistic females as much as possible. They are firm with such women and do not want to offer them a chance to misuse them in the future. Sigma men are unambiguous about the limits they establish, and it doesn't matter how the woman feels. As long as she comprehends the message, he is content and will never let her cross them for any cause. This conduct of Sigmas makes narcissistic women anxious and they are scared of the enigma surrounding the Sigmas. In short, Sigma men have their own methods for coping with narcissistic women. Their goal is to take care of their emotional wellness and sense of self by avoiding fruitless debates as narcissists crave conflict and attention. Navigating relationships with these women may pose a difficult challenge. Instead, Sigma males stress the significance of creating and implementing distinct limits and have no qualms about concluding harmful relationships when required, displaying their emotional self-reliance and satisfaction irrespective of the existence of self-absorbed individuals. Significantly, Sigma males safeguard their emotional independence by shunning unproductive arguments, denying trust to hollow assurances, and refraining from giving the attention that self-obsessed women desire. They use honesty and helpful feedback to encourage introspection in narcissists, assisting them in comprehending the effect of their actions on others. At the same time, Sigma men remain strong in maintaining boundaries that protect them from manipulation and emotional stress. Essentially, Sigma men take a confident, resilient approach to dealing with narcissistic women, steadfastly committed to safeguarding their emotional well-being. If they stick to their principles and don't give in to manipulative people who only care about themselves, they maintain their independence and let narcissists face their own insecurities. If you found the information helpful, please subscribe to this channel and interact with us by leaving comments and likes. Your involvement is essential to us. Thank you for your support, and we hope to see you again soon.